Hi, second graders. Mrs. Shook again with Grade 2 Skills, Unit 1, Lesson 18, Tricky Words and Spelling Alternatives. Our learning goals for today: reading and sorting words with the letter sounds S and Ch. Reading the tricky words once, one, and two. Reading the story and answering questions about that story. And then rearranging scrambled sentences again with proper capitalization and punctuation. Okay, our tricky words for today. In this word, once, the O does not have the normal ah sound. Okay, it's a wa. Once. Once upon a time there was a princess, for example. Our next word, the number 1. The O and the E are the tricky parts. I have one nose. 1 is in the number 1. Our next tricky word is also a number. 2, the W-O makes an ooh sound. 2, the number 2. There are 2 birds in the sky. So we have once, 1, and now 2. Okay, our next portion of the lesson, foundational skills with our letter sounds and spellings. Itch. The TCH at the end of the word itch make the ch sound. This is not a very common spelling, as you can tell by the power bar, but it is one of the spellings for ch. So you can either have CH, like in chin, or TCH, where the TCH all come together to make the ch sound, like in itch. Okay. Now the word rinse. At the end you hear the s sound. Sometimes in a word, the letters S-E will work together to make the S sound. Very small power bar once again. Also in the word prince, the same thing. The C-E work together to make the S sound. Okay, adding those two to our letter chart. For the S sound, most of the time it will be an S, sometimes a single C, sometimes a double S, and now we just learned sometimes a CE and sometimes an SE. Alright, so just like we did yesterday, we're going to sort through our words and find what letter or letters make the sound that we're looking for. This is page 18.1. We're going to do the first of first few of each row together, and then you'll have the rest to finish. So our first word, pockets. Pockets. I hear this sound at the end of the word pockets. So looking at the end of the word, I see a letter S. I know that the S in that word is making the S sound. The next word, tense. Do you hear the S at the beginning, middle, or end? Tense. Good, I hear it at the end too. What letter or letters is making the S sound? Good, we're looking at S-E is making the S sound. Our next word, miss. Miss. What letters are making the S sound? Good, this time it's the double S. So we have a single S, an S-E, a double S, and now this word, chance. Chance. Do you hear it at the beginning or the end, the S sound? Chance. Good, it's at the end. What letters, and I'll tell you there's 2 letters, what 2 letters are working together to make the S sound in chance? Very good, the C-E. So we have S, S-E, S-S, and C-E are all ways we've talked about how to make the S sound. Now in the other column, the ch sound. In the word itch, we just went over this, itch. Good, it's at the end, it is the T-C-H. How about in the word catchy? Catchy, that's a really catchy tune. Catchy. Good. Towards the middle end, it is the C-H, the T-C-H, catchy, the T-C-H. Now in the word batch, like I'm going to make a fresh batch of cookies. What letters do we see again? Very good, the TCH. And one more for practice, rematch. Like I want to play again, let's have a rematch. Good, once again, the TCH is one of the ways to spell the ch sound. You're going to finish the other half of this sheet on your own, looking for the s sounds and the ch sounds in each word. Okay, all of the punctuation we've talked about so far. Periods, exclamation points, question marks, and then our new addition, commas. These three punctuation marks, the period, question mark, exclamation point, are all end of the sentence punctuation. They'll end the sentence and they'll tell you if you're asking a question, showing excitement, or just telling something. However, commas are found within the sentence. You can have one, sometimes sentences have more than one comma. They indicate you're taking a break as you're reading the words. All right. Another thing to remember, capital letters are always used at the beginning of a sentence. We talked about this yesterday with our rearranging of the sentences, that the beginning letter of a sentence is always going to be a capital. That's how you know it's the beginning. And at the end, there's always some sort of punctuation, whether it's a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. So what we're going to do today, once again, is to sort our sentences. They're all jumbled up, and we're going to make a coherent sentence. We have girl tall, A is she. That does not sound right. So we're going to turn this into a regular sentence. Girl tall, A is she. We're going to make it say, she is a, what do you think? She is a girl tall, or she is a tall girl? Good, she is a tall girl. So our first word will be the word, we have she is a tall girl. First word, she. What do we need to put on the word she, because it's the first word in a sentence? Very good. Capital S for she. Next we have she, then is a tall girl. And we're not really showing excitement. We're not asking a question, so our punctuation will be a period. Very good. All right, another one. Ball like to you do play. Ball like to you do play. Okay, the sentence we're going to go for is, do you like to play ball? Do you like to play ball? 6 words. All right. Our first word is going to be what? Do. And what do we need to do to the word do to start a sentence? Very good. Capitalize it. So we're going to have a capital D on our word do. What's going to come next? Good. You. Do you what? Do you like? Do you like to? Do you like to what? Play, and play what? Play ball. Do you like to play ball? Is that an exclamation point, a period, or a question mark for our punctuation? Do you like to play ball? Good. You were asking somebody, so that makes it a question. We need a question mark. Good job. Okay, now it's time for our reading portion. We're going to read the story, The Milk. We're reading the story carefully to find out what the cat will do with the milk. Let's see what the cat bandit is up to this time. We are now on page 28 in our reader. Almost done with that. Here's our chart so far. Adding the fish to the bottom. He stole the fish in our last story. The fish was hanging on a string. He got the food. He's getting pretty tricky. He put the glasses in the sun. The sun from the glasses shone up on the string. the string went rip, and the fish fell. Our sound words were rip and munch. Okay, our vocabulary this time. A shed is a small, simple building where things are stored. You might have a shed in your backyard. He put the lawnmower back in the shed. Hung, attached to something with no support from below. She hung off the branch of the tree and kicked her legs. Swung, moved backward and forward around a point. So I swung the baseball bat and hit the ball. Lap is to get food or drink into the mouth using the tongue. I watched the dog lap up water from the puddle. So there is the word lap, which is like part of like where you might sit or hold something in your lap. But this means like when dogs or cats drink and they're using their tongue to get the water in their mouth. Okay, time for the story. Our picture, we see the cat out, most likely outside. There's a clothesline of clothes. Looking up at the top of the pole, we see a glass of milk. Here we go. The milk. Once, Beth left a glass of milk on the deck. The cat bandit spotted it. It was up where he could not get it. The bandit was sad. Do we think he gave up, though? But then he spotted a string that ran from the shed to the deck. Mom had hung wet socks, wet pants, and a wet jacket on the string. So here's that string he's talking about. The clothesline. So he's got the wet clothes hanging on it. The bandit grinned. Uh-oh. The bandit has an idea. The bandit went and got Dad's belt. Then he got up on top of the shed. He swung the belt on top of the string. Then he held onto the belt and jumped off the shed. Whiz! The bandit went zipping off on the string. Pop, pop, pop! He knocked the socks off the string. Pop, pop, pop! He knocked the pants off the string. Thwack! He knocked the jacket off the string. So here he is holding onto Dad's belt as he's gliding down the string and knocking all the clothespins and clothes off the string. At last, the bandit went zipping past the milk. As he went past, he kicked the cup with his leg. The cup fell on the deck with a crash. The bandit landed on the deck. Then, lap, lap, lap. That was the end of the milk. So, he's zipping down the clothesline, and as he got to the milk, he kicked it with his feet, knocked it on the deck. He was able to get down and lap it all up, or lick it up and drink it. Okay, for today, Skills Unit 1, Lesson 14, our Google form will have some more questions and practice for you. Great job today. Good work. Remember to finish your assignments, and have a good day.